What is soil? One might call soil the skin of the earth. Soil is the mixture of minerals, organic matter, gases, and microorganisms that can support plant life. Soil exists in the pedosphere and performs four important functions. It is a medium for plant growth, a means for water storage, it modifies the atmosphere, and it is a habitat for organisms that decompose and create habitats for plants and other organisms. Soil is the end product of the influence of climate, terrain orientations, biotic activities, and parent materials, acting over hundreds to thousands of years. Let's take a look at the factors that create soil. Rock is the source of all soil mineral materials and the origin of all plant nutrients, with the exceptions of nitrogen, hydrogen, and carbon. As the parent material is physically and chemically weathered, transported, and deposited, it is transformed into soil. Parent materials are classified by how they are deposited. Residuum is parent materials that have weathered in place from primary bedrock. Aeolian processes are parent materials moved by wind. Alluvial materials are deposited by rivers, and lacustrine processes deposit parent materials by lakes. Ice can also move parent materials. Retreating glaciers and glacial outwash can deposit parent materials far away from its original location. The next aspect of soil creation is climate. Climatic variables such as effective temperature and precipitation affect the rates of chemical and physical weathering. Climate also affects which types of biological processes will occur in the soil. The temperature and moisture also influence the organic matter content of the soil via plant growth and microbial decomposition. Climate is the dominant factor in soil formation. For every 10-degree rise in temperature, the rates of biochemical reactions more than double. So, not only does climate directly affect the rate of weathering and leaching, but climate also indirectly influences soil formation through the vegetation cover and biological activities that modify rates of chemical reactions in the soil. Topography is characterized by inclination, elevation, and orientation of the terrain. Topography determines the rate of runoff and the rate of formation of soil. Steep slopes encourage rapid soil loss by erosion and allow less rainfall to enter the soil before running off. This causes there to be less mineral deposition in lower land profiles. Steep slopes, therefore, are very poorly developed compared to more level sites. Soil is the most abundant ecosystem on Earth. The majority of the organisms in soil are microbes, and a great amount of which have never been described. There could be as many as 1 billion cells per gram of soil, and over 1 million species per gram. Organisms not only contribute to the chemical reactions in a soil, but activities such as burrowing allow soils to form pores. These pores allow moisture and gas to move about. Some organisms can degrade soil, such as ants and termites, by influencing the erosion of soils. Vegetation also impacts soil by preventing erosion. Plants can also form new chemicals and can break down soil minerals and improve the soil structure. Over time, soils evolve features as a result of all the previous soil-forming factors. Soil is always changing. It takes about 1,000 years to create 1 inch of soil to form in nature. Over time, the soil profile that develops is dependent on the intensities of biota and climate. While soils can achieve relative stability, in the end, most soils end their life cycle in conditions that leave it vulnerable to erosion. The formation of soil is a long and complicated process. When soil has been eroded away, the thousands of years of development are wasted. So in turn, we must protect and preserve our soils. Preventing desertification and controlling erosion are essential in making sure that our soils last a long time. Don't soil our soils.